Hey guys, welcome to GV's Academy. In this video, I'll show you how to create subdomains within cPanel. For this example, as you can see, this is the main domain name that we have, that is gwww.demosites.com, and I want to create these 4 subdomains. Suppose, let's say we are building a college management system, and this project is for college, and we have 4 different modules in that particular project, and we need to organize everything neatly so that it is more accessible and organized. The whole project has to be more organized, and that's why I decided to create 4 subdomains. Admin.gwww.demosites.com will only contain files related to admin. Teachers subdomain will contain only files that are required for teachers to access, and students.gwww.demosites.com will host all the files related to students, and similarly board.gwww.demosites.com will host sites or files that are related to board committee members. And these are the 4 subdomains which we need to create now, and which we will create now in this video demonstration. So let me log into my cPanel. Once you log into cPanel, in the search box, just enter subdomain. Once you get this option, open this. Now, in this page, you can see if you have any subdomains in your cPanel before. If you have created, it will be listed over here. Right now, there is no subdomains. Now, what we'll do is we'll create these subdomains, right? Okay, the first one is admin.gwww.demosites.com. so here let's enter admin, and here domain name is selected already. If you have multiple domain names, just click on this drop down, and all those domain names will be listed here, which are connected to this particular cPanel. Right now, for this cPanel, I don't have any other domains connected, only gwww.demosites.com. So it's selected. And document root, I need to explain this a little bit. By default, it is selecting a document root. See, let's open file manager, and this is what currently this is selecting, document root. If I remove this, document root is nothing but this home directory, as you can see here. But public_html is the file where all your website is hosted for general visitors to see. And if you want users to access some files which are inside this public_html, you will have to create that folder here, right? And so what I am going to do right now is I will not create manually here. I will come to the subdomains page. Let me refresh it. Okay, it is auto populated here. I'll click here and enter. So what I did now is, this is the document root. Inside document root we have public_html, and inside this folder called public_html, this is the public_html is where our public website is hosted. So when you type the domain name, whatever website you see is what is available inside this public_html. And now admin.gwwwdemosites.com. It can be anything. Right now, let it be admin.gwww.demosites.com so that it will be easier to recognize. This will be the folder name that it is going to create now. If it is not available, if it is available, it will take it. If it is not available, it will create one. Now let's click on create. Okay, admin.gwwwdemosites.com has been created. Go back, scroll down, admin.gwwwdemosites.com, and where it is, it's under public_html/admin.gwwwdemosites.com. Can we verify that? Yes, of course. You need to go to your file manager, and inside public_html, you need to reload it. You will be able to see a folder called as admin.gwwwdemosites.com. Let me check from online. Before that, let's open this folder and create a new folder, or else you can say, just create a folder. Testing subdomain created. And now let's open this subdomain from here, admin.gwwwdemosites.com, right? And hit enter. Okay, so this is what we are able to access it here. As you can see, testing subdomain. This is what it is, testing subdomain, right? And let's create more subdomains here. Similarly, you can create subdomain called as teachers.gwwwdemosites.com. We just now created 4 subdomains here, and next what we are going to do is we will try to host a static file inside any of this subdomain. Let me take students subdomain over here, and what I'll do is I'll put up a small static website over here and see how it looks. Go back to my file manager. Select students.gwwwdemosites.com, and here what I'll do is here I will host a static website. It's not complicated at all. I just now downloaded it from a website online, and I'll share the link in the description below as well. And just click here, select files, it's just a simple one-page HTML site. Once it's uploaded, you need to upload zip file and then go back. I'll unzip this file, extract, close, reload. Now you have a website here inside this, but I want these files. Inside Smash template, we have these files, right? We need to select all these files. And click on move. And we'll just move it above one folder. That's it. We want these files above, inside this subdomain students.gwwdemonstrates.com. Move files. Now check whether if you have all the files here. Students.gwwdemonstrates.com. Okay, you have all the files. Just remove, you can delete all those files which you don't want. Right now there is a file called as index.html. So if we access this students.gwwdemonstrates.com, this website has to show up. Let's test it. Students. Right. So we got this page, beautiful page, and we just now hosted it over here, and there is some issues there is some issue going on with this icon. I think we can rectify it within this HTML file. This is just one page file. Maybe assets or URLs for those assets are not linked correctly because we changed the directory. You don't have to worry about it, but most of the content and design has been downloaded now. So our main goal is we created a subdomain and we hosted a static site inside subdomain. This is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and in our next video I'll show you how to install WordPress inside this type of subdomains. Okay, so till then, take care. Thank you.